I told this girl I was dating that I was stressed out from bills. She said let me take you out to get your mind off things. We went to a restaurant. When the bill came she passed it right to me. His arrival was foretold in ancient murals. Developer who can't code. Marketer who doesn't know marketing. Startup. Me looking at a random building during World War III so a potential sniper would think I could see him. Me after eating a liver before drinking so the alcohol won't know which one to attack. Me solving all my problems. Men, I make 6 figures. The 6 figures. What? Ever notice how uncanny animal camouflage is? These animals disappear into their environments like a ninja. Gonna tell my kids this was the 2025 Nobel Peace Prize winner. Could 100 men beat a gorilla? Literally our ancestors. Can run Fallout 76. Can't run Fallout 76. Winner. Switch. How I look at the peach cobbler after eating enough BBQ to feed Venezuela. When the remote is not working. Burp, I got new shoes. When you flip to your other side and are instantly comfortable. Is that all you need? Financial freedom, yes. 1 minute I was sleeping on the pillow, and then poof it exploded. Let's just be thankful I'm still alive. The price of silver has gone up more than 50% in the last year. The price of silver has gone up more than 50% in the last year. How to get out of a traffic ticket. Me looking at my atrocious Instagram reels because the algorithm randomly decided I'm an American right-wing MAGA and AI art supporter. Kings in a chess game. The other chess pieces. Dreams always have a meaning. My dreams. How I feel when I hear new slang words that I don't understand. Damn, I'm getting old. When you start playing around with the forehead height slider. When it's Spooktober and all the lead memes are resurrecting. Please, you don't have to do this. I said bite the curb. Immune system when someone has COVID. Immune system when someone eats a peanut. Me and my homies taking a picture together for the yearbook. Finds chair, sits composedly. 2 minutes later. Did you adopt your cat? No, it's my biological cat. I finally found my spirit animal. Dank does absolutely nothing and lies. How it feels to ask what happened when your friends are laughing. A solid good excuse for being late for work. Whoa, my boss, this is worthless. Friend, don't post that you're just going to stir the pot. Me. Most war movies. Platoon. Hackers if they ever went to the gym. I was so close to finishing that last rep. I just removed the weights so it's easier. My life, my dreams, my wishes, my expectations, my goals. Imagine doing dishes with this view. 5-year-old me. Girls are gross. I'll never get married. Me now. What's the earliest in your life you can remember having Zol fantasies or being around? What the F, man? Why? Who the F starts a conversation like that? I just sat down. 58 million pounds of corn dogs and sausage on a stick products recalled because wood pieces may be inside. It's on a stick. You're gonna find wood inside. The kid named Sora confused why people suddenly want him to stop mocking Robin Williams and Michael Jackson. These dummies are holding left hands. Interesting as F. Interesting as F. Interesting at F. When you're in the middle of a boss fight and your controller lies on you. I like Apple products. I like Apple products. My American friend explaining US tipping culture to me. Me, well that just sounds like slavery with extra steps. Me pulling down that peace prize after shutting down the whole fight at the 7-Eleven. When you accidentally like a post from 3 years ago, you weren't supposed to do that. Sorry, can't come out tonight. I gotta sit alone in front of a muted TV opening and closing the same 4 social media apps until 3 AM. Dudes be like, Vegas ain't ready for us like Vegas ain't ever seen 4 dudes in a Macy's button down split a room at Golden Nugget and wait 3 hours in the club line just to drink a Bud Light, post a story and then lose $35 on a blackjack table on the way back to the room. When you see an actor from your favorite TV show come out on a movie. Dog thought to be blind, but after examination veterinarian reveals it was just ignoring everyone, just an introvert with attitude. When you finally agree on a couple's costume. Nightlife in other country. Nightlife in my country. Listening to a song. Listening to that one part on repeat. Me trying to sleep, cats at 3 AM. Me bullying my little brother. Me when someone else bullies my little brother, lower your finger. Does anyone else feel like they're being watched? Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, they are. 13,000 calories equals to burning 3.7 pounds of body fat, that's equal to 22 Big Macs. Password incorrect. Password incorrect. Me. Adds new password. New password cannot be the same as the old password. Me. I wish the Lord would take me now. Just realizing girls born in 2000 are 25 and I was born in the 90s, but I'm also 25. My healthcare plan is to just befriend a doctor and slip in health related questions during conversations. When you have sore muscles but you live in Germany. Nuclear energy, nothing back here, it's safe and efficient. When you glance over at the person next to you getting their haircut and they look back at you. Bro definitely uses pronouns. Everybody uses pronouns. Speak for self, cause don't. What Spotify thinks will happen if they give me 3 Spotify premium ads in a row. Starks. The Guardian. Society. Excel. Chaos. Sorry for acting weird. I'm weird. It will happen again. Undermining authority by submitting to it and using its cover to spread your individualistic sense of cynicism. Blasting the drill sergeant with an M14. 1 in 4 adults is expected to remain single for life according to a new study. My life. My mom. If you play 8 hours of video games per day you are considered addicted, but working 8 hours per day is completely normal. You have $4,000, your best friend needs $1,000 and your girl needs $2,000. How much have you left now? $4,000 into unread messages. Me checking my bank account after I prioritized my happiness. Someone dressed a Pomeranian dog up as Paddington Bear and now the world seems a slightly better place to be in than it did yesterday. What the F is burning CDs? I was there 3,000 years ago. Sometimes marriage be like that. Betty's thinking about other women, obsessing over cables, keyboard, desk and screens. Fast enemies in regular games. Fast enemies in horror games. Please see cashier. Actually never mind, I don't need GATs anymore. Nice, it's already 5 PM. Only 40 years left. We should start an ADHD cleaning service where people with ADHD clean each other's houses instead of cleaning their own. This year I want to lose 20 pounds. Later that year. Nobody understands the bond between a boy and the obscure PS2 game he played when he was younger. When I was in school. When I leave the school. Does anyone else think it's weird that in our cars we can reach and touch the other side but in a bus we can't and they both can fit in a lane? This is me when I'm 25 beers deep and the Uber driver turn around and ask me, is right here okay? Dating would be a lot easier if the opposite ex had a tail so I could see if it was wagging or not after I did or said something. Drank this and my knees no longer crack and my joints move so smooth. Just bought a new pair of slippers. Other people, worries about fashion. Me, shrocks with shrocks. Left nostril, right nostril. Tall boys are the best. Forget about that tall boys concept, this girl is cheating on those 3 dudes. Game files a verified house, it has to be the drivers. Cryptozoologists visiting crypto.com and seeing everyone talk only about Bitcoin. Visible confusion. How my phone looks at me when I'm being productive. Me buying unnecessary things as soon as I get paid. I heard you failed in English. Who told you? It is impossible. I saw the result yesterday. I passed away. Okay, bye. Bye bye. God blast you. Perfect posture. Looks like he's about to float towards the scent of a freshly baked pie. This guy wins Halloween. 13-year-old me on World of Warcraft helping a 27-year-old woman through a divorce. You found a video featuring new cool crossover or anime online. You spot a Sora watermark. Red spud with protein in them. How I thought I would look like with long hair. How I actually look like. Trump moves up Venezuela invasion in order to retrieve Nobel Prize from recent winner. When I'm on the brink of insanity and my kid asks if I want to watch her be an octopus, I'm so excited. Are we done pretending like Siri is a useful feature? I ate so much noisy when I was your age, I had to go to the dentist for a haircut. POV, you go to close a YouTube tab but at the last second you spot an interesting video in your recommended section, then immediately forget the title. I don't think we need 2-factor authorization to sign up for Jersey Mike's rewards program. I think we can play that one a little loose. This ice cream looks delicious. Ice cream. Ancient Greek astrologers be like, ah yes, a goat. Me, this is a hard escape room. Boss, you're at work. When you ask for the genie to grant you the power to turn G-dudes straight by effing them in the A, I guide others to a treasure I cannot possess. What people think happened. September 3rd 476. September 4th 476. Mom, who the F? Me. Alright, I'm gonna head out. So I asked my mom why is she still talking to my old boo and she asked me why are you still talking to my ex-husband, ma'am. That is my father. Hey babe, come look at the cat. He looks the same as he always does and he's just sitting there. Babe, come look. Hey, come look at the cat. Every masterpiece has its cheap copy. Not to act like a plant but sunlight kinda slaps. World leaders on their way to a climate conference to tell you to reduce your carbon footprint. Each morning I put one uncooked ravioli in a thermos. I pour hot water over it, steeping it like tea, and then I drink it all day at work. I work at the White House, and at the end of the day as I take the last sip of the tea the soft ravioli slides into my mouth and I eat it. Okay, but how does our daughter look like Woody Harrelson? You're an adorable child. Flattered to be compared. You have a wonderful smile. I just wish I had your hair. You have made our day. Can't wait to show her this when she's older. You have another fan for life. Dragon or fox fursonas stay winning. Top 15% IQ and I barely even tried. Destigmatize furries, we're not like you, we're better. Here in Denmark, Indian men are loved by everyone. Indians are considered the most attractive males. It's over for us white cells. Forgot VPN. How do I delete a thread? Me when someone asks to take a picture and I say yes but I have social anxiety. Combining alcohol with random pills in the medicine cabinet. What are your plans for today? Me and a friend are going to buy some glasses. And after that we'll see. You'll remember in first grade when we were just chilling in class, then somebody threw up out of nowhere. My ancestors who had to hunt and fight wild animals for food, watching me having a panic attack ordering a pizza. Resisting arrest, kidnapping, me in kindergarten at nap time. Heartbreaking, Logan Paul found alive in his home at 29 years old. Picasso lied in 1973. No one effing talked to me. I thought this man lived in 1500. Picasso was alive at the same time as both Charles Darwin and Eminem. Charles Darwin lied in 1882. Definitely off. Picasso was born in 1881. I can't believe there are people who have spare time to exercise in the morning. LMAO, it's like they don't even take time to process the trauma that comes from waking up and realizing you exist. Yelled downstairs, mom, dad's home. She did not find it as funny as I did. I asked a NeoD guy once about the stress of bomb defusing. He shrugged and said it's not. I'm either right or suddenly it's not my problem anymore. I try to stick to that perspective. Are you trying to sleep? Yes, now shut up. You're driving. When you go to a mall and see your salary written on a pair of shoes. Hey Yuri, wanna read my poem? Sure. Well, what do you think? Pretty great, right? Yeah, I love it. Me during the exam realizing that 5 minutes of studying and 50 hours of Instagram reels wasn't the best idea. Meal that sounds delicious. Meal that also sounds delicious. Me at a restaurant. The purge, but instead of chilling for 24 hours we get to talk to customers the way they talk to us. Stranger. Hi, female or male? You. Both and neither. Stranger. Huh. You. I'm above gender. You. That is a mortal concept. Stranger. What's between your legs? You. Raw power. Hey boss, look, I did all my work using AI. The boss. You dumb bee. What's an adult problem nobody prepared you for? Fruit and vegetables expire faster when you're the one paying for them. Indians, Southeast Asians, Arabs adding many spices to black coffee. When the teacher cracks a joke but the grade's already looking good. Me listening to the manager that made half the team quit. Every time I catch a white guy looking at me, I wonder, does he find me cute or does he want me out of the country? Where did the IT guy go? He probably ran somewhere. When you're inside the Trojan horse, try not to laugh, but your home is looking at you like this. Normal people when Windows 10 support ends. Oh no. Anyway. Are you two friends? Stand-up comedy? No. Improv comedy? Yes. This barista puts stickers over the Starbucks logo on frappuccinos so girls can't take selfies with them. The worst part of getting fired from the unemployment office is still having to go in the next day.
Spare change. Spare change, ma'am.